Hey folks, this is Rainiac, and this is a special sort of, I don't know, postscript to that massively long review slash overview slash whatever the hell it was we did in Series 7. I'm joined once again by two special guests.
Special.
What was that?
I have no idea. Introduce yourselves anyway.
I'm Kuchiri.
FreezingInferno.
And the reason for this postscript, whatever you want to call it, is shocking news about, 2 weeks after we completed that video?
No, it was less than a week after we completed that video.
It was the same week that the last part came out, and we all felt bad because we thought we jinxed it. Matt Smith announced that he was leaving the series.
But we didn't jinx it, though, because BBC did announce he was set up for Series 8.
Matt Smith announced he was coming back.
Yes. And he just up and like, I feel like killing myself Christmas.
He took his ball and he went home.
Yeah.
So we've gathered to basically discuss this strange turn of events.
Very strange turn. Anyway. Silence.
Somebody's supposed to
Don't all
speak.
jump in at once, everybody.
I was about to say, we've got a few topics to talk about. So if Couture would like to start us off...
Oh, it's all up to me, huh? Yeah, blame the Yank for screwing everything up.
You came up with the topics.
Anyway, what did everyone think of the surprise announcement? I mean, it just literally came out of nowhere. I remember, I was at work, and I was on Facebook on my phone, and, something popped up on my Facebook. One of my friends was like, "Oh, I'm sad, Matt Smith's leaving." I instantly replied, "You do know he signed up for Series 8. Enter. 3 hours later, I finally see the news thing. I'm like, man, I feel like an ass now.
Oh, God.
Well, to answer your question, I'm kind of I was in two minds when the announcement popped up. On the one hand, I was not surprised that he was leaving because it's been well documented he wants to pursue a career in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
He's already gone off to film How to Train a Monster, I think it's called.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of obvious he'd gotten a taste for that. Kind of the way that Karen Gillan is now going into Hollywood. But on the other hand, the timing of the announcement really surprised me.
Yeah, because he has two major specials coming up.
Indeed, the 50th anniversary and the Christmas special.
Mm-hmm. And again, this is after he was all set up for Series 8. And
Maybe this 50th and this Christmas special are technically Series 8. Oh.
Oh, please don't. Please don't.
Oh. No, yeah.
I will forever scream Moffat if that happens. Because, good God.
Technically, Christmas specials are the first episodes of a season, so...
I have
Wow.
to swear that dude, shut up.
Wow.
Oh, my.
No.
Very
It's not your fault. It's not your fault, but I want a proper season again.
Again,
Oh, wow.
I think we said it last time, and the thing is, I think this hurts him even more because how poorly put together Series 7 was. I've gone back and I've rewatched Series 6 over the last few weeks. And again, mind you, it's still not my favorite series ever. It was put together nicely. They knew what they were doing and they tried to do what they did with Series 5 for Series 6. They didn't even try anything for Series 7.
It would have been so much better if Series 6 had been shown in one run, but I agree with you. I think the structure of Series 6 was better than structure of Series 7. Again, because of the two-parters.
Yes, indeed.
But that's a topic for another day.
Well, we already talked about that topic.
I haven't heard a rumour or whatever that Series 8 will be having 12 episodes.
Wait, what?
That's what I heard. You heard it here first. Now, I don't know if that first episode will be a two-parter like it was in Series 6, in which case it's still 13 episodes.
Well, the thing is, originally they only have time for 12 episodes of series, which is why they add the Christmas special, right? But see, then they always have a Dr. Light or Companion Light episode to, fill in that episode 13.
Yeah.
That's how they've been doing it. And for Series 4, that was they filmed Midnight and Turn Left at the same time. Turn Left being a very, Dawn episode and Midnight being a Doctor episode.
And I think they did the same thing with, oh no, not Blinking Utopia. what the hell's it called? Love and Monsters and Fear Her. And that's the last time we'll ever mention those episodes, by the way. So, Fresno, what was your reaction when the announcement came out?
Oh, I'm pretty sad about it. I mean, I love Matt Smith. He's so good. And this is sad. I mean, he's got free will. He can do what he wants with his career, of course. But still, damn, that sucks. I mean, it's like seeing your favorite doctor die. It's sad. If I can quote TARDIS Eruditorium here, Phil Sandifer's website, it's a mighty fine critical analysis of Doctor Who. This is part of being a Doctor Who fan. You're absolutely guaranteed to see the show die in front of you and then get replaced with a strange, different show using the same name. Eventually, everything that Doctor Who is comes to a crashing halt and something new happens instead. Sometimes it's wonderful, sometimes it's heartbreaking, but it's inevitable.
Beautiful.
Well put.
I mean, the amount of times we've quoted either TARDIS Wiki or that website, we should really be on 10% at this point in time.
Oh man, I've donated to his Kickstarter, I've given the man money, so we're good.
Yeah. And that's the Phil Sandifer plug out of the way. Right.
Well, a random topic that I just came up with. What do you want to see Matt Smith do in Hollywood? Comedy, sci-fi, like some sort of dramatic thing? Because we know he can play, comedy. We know he could do a lot of good sci-fi stuff, and we know, hell, give him a gun, he can make the most epic speech ever that can be ruined by a British late night host.
Yes. Norton?
Oh god.
But what do you want to see him do in Hollywood?
Drama would be nice.
Sorry, Fresno, go on.
No, drama would be nice. Matt Smith can act.
Mm-hmm.
Give him something dramatic.
I think it entirely depends on what he himself wants to do. As Fresno's just said, he's a very versatile actor.
Mm-hmm.
He can do serious, he can do comedy, he can do drama, he can do tragedy. I think, to be honest, whatever he wants to be in and whatever they want to cast him in, he'll do well in.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Would you be able to look at him for anyone other than the Doctor, though?
Oh, probably not. That's just how it goes with the Doctor.
I find it funny. I was watching random Graham Norton clips like a few nights ago, so I was bored. Billie Piper actually had a scene with Matt Smith where they snogged. So technically, Billie Piper has kissed every single revived Doctor.
Yeah, the Ruby in the Smoke.
Yeah.
Ah.
She was on her other show, the Call Girl. He was a caller.
Oh, he was in Secret Diary of a Call Girl.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. I thought it was in Ruby in the Smoke. I thought they kissed in that. Never mind.
No. It was he was a client in Call Girl.
Your Billie Piper knowledge far exceeds mine. Far exceeds mine.
I don't have any knowledge about British TV other than Doctor Who, so I got no real idea.
I just randomly watched clips, and it was like, I saw one where Billie Piper kisses Matt Smith. I'm like, wait, what? So I wonder, are they going to have a random scene where, in the special, where Billie Piper kisses John Hurt?
Oh God! And John Hurt just looks like going, "What are you doing?"
Anyway, sorry about that.
Who are you?
So, what do you guys think about the seemingly return of the trend of Doctors only lasting 3 years? Now, for people that don't know much about this, this was actually started by Doctor 2, who he told Davison, Doctor 5, that do this for 3 years and quit.
And he did.
Which he did.
He did, and then, Doctor 1 did it because he was sick. Doctor 3 did it because he just got bored with it.
Oh, well, Pertwee lasted from 1970 up to the end, like near the end of 1974, so he had a good 4 or 5 years.
Yeah,
he broke the streak.
Yeah, and then, of course, Baker broke the streak hardcore. And
McCoy had 3 years, but that was more due to the series, the classic series, dying.
But you could also say he had almost 10 years if you add in.
Yeah, if you count all the new Doctor Adventures and junk.
With the show being on the air, he had 3 years. But as you say, that was down more to the show being cancelled.
Well, he also showed up for what, the first 20 minutes of the movie?
Yeah, he's in the movie. He regenerates into the 8th Doctor.
He gives Paul McGann a proper transition.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder.
And that's about as much as we should say about the Doctor Who movie.
Yeah.
Yes, I wholeheartedly agree. Honestly, this trend, I can't really speak about the classic series of Over Fresno, is going to be into that slowly but surely.
One serial at a time.
But
Well,
with the exception of Eccleston, it's been 3 series per Doctor now.
Mm-hmm.
Tennant, series 2, 3 and 4, specials, leaves. Matt Smith, series 5, 6 and 7, specials, leaves.
Would you want Dr. 12 to do the same thing, though?
Depends on if he's good or not.
Depends if the series gets to 10 series.
Which you know it will. It's now
Well,
widely...
you never know what the future might bring, but it is still hugely popular.
Mm-hmm. Like, new fans are being founded, like... I remember reading, say, like, a few years back, I know I can't find it now, but, like, pretty much since it, like, erupted in America, there's, like, 1 million new fans, like, every month.
Oh, the show took off big time in the States.
Oh, yeah.
Big time.
All you got with the classic series was it might have aired on PBS at night in the 80s, but who watched PBS?
You'd be surprised.
5.
You'd be surprised. Every now and then they actually have some very good, like, Masterpiece Theaters on all the time. I watch that. Get random episodes from your canceled TV shows pop up on Masterpiece Theater.
You know what? I am one because one time I was channel surfing and on PBS they happened to have an episode of Mr. Bean, which
Oh, yeah.
I love Mr. Bean.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Bean's one of the funniest things the British ever did.
So we're all cool with the next Doctor doing 3 years and maybe some specials and leaving. Like,
Whatever he wants to do.
Again,
It's down to the actor.
Yeah, up to the actor. He could last like 1 year because maybe he doesn't want to do it, or maybe he's the next Colin Baker. Who knows?
Well, Colin Baker wanted to do it for longer than Tom Baker, but due to
Everything.
Yeah.
Well, due to everything, he kind of got the shit canned.
Yeah.
Due to common decency, he got shit canned. Anyway,
Well, it wasn't all his fault. It was more the writer's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, certain parts of Baker's run, he was actually pretty good, but the writers, they seriously chefed him. Anyway, I think we should move on from Colin Baker because that's, classic discussion.
I could rant about that for ages, but we're going to get you in a...
But you're not going to. So we've agreed that we're all fans of Matt Smith. What would you say were your favourite episode and your least favourite episode of his run? And that's series 5 to 7.
Okay, who wants to go? Kuchiri, you first, I guess?
I guess. I would say easily my favorite episode. And I know it's bad because I'm saying his first episode, but it's one of the things where he came out so strong that, like...
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, that you can, like... I love, as I said this in the 2-hour-long review we did, I could put every single episode of Season 5 into a top 5 favorite all-time Doctor Who favorite episodes list. But yeah, I would easily put the 11th hour on the top because not only did he come out so strong that, it showed, like, how powerful Moffat's writing could be when he's at his perfectionist best. But then at the same time, it showed how badass the Doctor could have been underneath Davis.
Yes.
Yeah. I had to. I always have to make a jab at Davis because
11th Hour is a pretty good choice, I think. I mean, it's a very, very strong opening for him.
And like, aside from that, like, I would easily say, The Big Bang. The Good Man Goes to War.
That's underrated, so I'm glad you mentioned that.
Yeah, Good Man Goes to War. The Snowman. All great episodes.
And your worst?
My worst would have to possibly be the Black Spot, or Hyde, or Journey.
Okay. I don't think anyone would disagree with any of those 3 choices for the worst one, really.
Yeah.
Fresno, your turn.
Okay, well, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in some of these things we did, but my favorite of the Matt Smith era is the Doctor's Wife.
Mm.
Just because it adds so much depth to the whole relationship between the Doctor and his ship. And it just makes everything so good. Neil Gaiman is at the top of his game. It is a better episode than Nightmare in Silver. Mr. Clever, you're so good, but you're not as good as the Doctor's Wife.
Again with the Mr. Clever pandering. God damn it.
I can't help it!
If you love Mr. Clever so much, why don't you just integrate with him and upgrade? Yeesh.
Well, maybe I will, maybe.
And the joke of the night goes to Kuchiri.
We're trying to talk about how well Matt Smith can act. There's your case there. His
Yeah,
double act.
Well, you could also bring up the Living Flesh and the Almost Human, where he literally acted with himself.
Yes,
That's true.
that's pretty good too. And your worst
Yeah,
episode.
the Doctor's Wife. Oh, okay. Gotta go. Let's see. What did he do?
The Doctor's Wife is both your best and your worst. Great going.
Yeah, I'll get my worst. The worst is Curse of the Black Spot. I don't care for it. It's just-
Okay.
I almost spit Dr. Pepper over.
You okay there?
Are you going to be okay?
Yes. And your worst, Doctor's Wife.
Oh God.
Fresno has a split personality. We can't blame him.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Now, I've been thinking about my choice of best and worst for quite some time.
Uh-huh.
And I feel like I'm kind of letting the Series 5 and 6 fans down here, but my best is a toss-up between the Crimson Horror.
You said it wrong.
It's a toss-up between the Crimson Horror
That's better.
and the Name of the Doctor. The Name of the Doctor, I've watched it again recently. It's just so good, The Name of the Doctor.
Again, it
Well-
would have been. I would have agreed with you and put it onto my favorite if it wasn't for the fact that they could have done so much more with it, though.
They could have done so much more with it, but even what they gave us was just mind-blowing.
That first minute or so, you heard my bleepity bleeped reactions.
Oh, I think I've been murdered. No. I literally, I was watching an episode, and I watched it. I think I was the last one of all us three to watch it. And I think I closed my window, and, I just started putting profanities all over Rainiac's Skype. Like, fucking killed her!
He did as well. I was like, what
Oh my
the hell?
God.
Has Cooch been possessed by the ghost of the Tourette's guy?
Oh, Bob Saget!
But, damn it, fuck!
It was like the most profound you've ever seen in a Skype chat. It's like, what? And then he
Yeah,
calmed
they
down. He
killed
explained
Jim.
why he was
Wait a
throwing over
minute,
the place.
Coach.
But yeah, and that's precisely why it's probably my favourite. And we all know why I like the Crimson Aura. So
Mm-hmm.
Well,
let's leave it at that.
Sonara is fantastic.
I do find it interesting though that between me and Kuchiri, we've picked his first story and his later story.
Yeah, that's how good he is, though. And the black spot, would have been, wasn't his fault. More the fact of it was just blah.
Oh shit! I didn't
It's
pick my
funny.
worst story.
Yeah. What's funny is that my worst story is immediately followed by my best story.
I'm on the spot here. Black Spot's a good choice.
No,
No, that wasn't meant to be a pun. Black Spot is a good choice for worst episode. But I'll be unpopular and I'll go for Closing Time.
Oh, I like Closing Time.
Just because of what it did to the Cybermen. I like parts of it, like Stormageddon, Dark Lord of All.
What do you mean, the ending with Love defeating the Cybermen?
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Well,
Cybermen
it was
being flown to
technically it was the same episode from Series 5, just a different enemy and different family member.
And what the hell? The Cybermen have fallen so low. They're now taken to hiding out in an apartment store basement.
No, the Altons did it. The plastic.
True, but they were plastic. They fit in.
Yeah.
Giant robotic guys do not fit in an apartment store.
Maybe they was upgrading, you know?
Okay.
They wanted an Xbox One instead of a 360.
It's kind of a loose choice close in time. There's about half a dozen that could also fit in there. You've mentioned 2 of them, so let's move on. We know that Matt Smith is leaving, sadly.
Mm-hmm.
But how do you want him to leave?
I don't know.
Now, see,
You
this is
don't
the rough
believe.
one. Like, so far, we've had absorbing the time stream, Oh, also, I was rewatching The Doctor's Wife. You know why she kissed the Doctor the first few seconds of it? Like, whenever she showed up and saw him?
Yeah.
Because,
Except
no,
for that thing.
because whenever Rose absorbed her, that's how the Doctor got the TARDIS out of Rose. The light of the TARDIS out of Rose was here.
Ah,
Yeah.
clever stuff.
That's another thing about the Doctor's Wife. It actually sort of makes the parting of the ways not be a weird Dr. Rose flash fanfiction thing, because it's the TARDIS that wants to give him a big kiss.
Mm-hmm.
So
There you go.
so far in Doctor Who, we've had the following methods of regeneration. We've had just being old, basically, and
And
being able to regenerate into drought.
hang on now. In the first regeneration, 10th planet, it was being old and having his energy drained by the Cybermen's planet Mondus.
This is why we have you in here, because you are an expert for the old series. But okay, being drained by the planet Mondus.
The fourth regeneration for the second Doctor. He was forced.
The Time Lords are dicks.
But what was the third? The third was cosmic radiation from the planet Metabelus 3.
Yes, and also being shot didn't help earlier in that story.
Yeah.
4 was, it was just going to happen.
He fell.
No, he fell off a radio tower and bam.
Yeah.
Yeah. We know all about the case of
didn't, like, the whole story arc have, like, his future self kind of, like, follow him around?
Yeah, there was a weird ghost watcher thing following around for I don't know what reason.
And then Davison was poisoned. Baker...
Spectrox toxemia.
Baker just left.
What? Oh, hang on. At the beginning of time in the... Hang on now.
Romania. He was damaged by Romania.
Yeah, no, hang on. The time in the Ronnie, the very first 7th Doctor episode, the Ronnie attacks the TARDIS and it's a bad CG effect, and the Doctor bumps his head on the console or something and regenerates into Sylvester McCoy.
And technically,
He regenerated from bumping his head.
You don't actually see it. Like, it's.
Are you kidding me?
Baker was gone. They asked him to do the regeneration, and he said, "Fuck no." So they put McCoy in a blonde wig, blurred his face with special effects, and regenerated.
That bit. I didn't know the circumstances of how it came about. Anyway, 7th Doctor, we know what happened there in the movie.
Yeah.
He got shot by gang members, and
we never saw an 8th Doctor regeneration.
But the stories hinted that there was actually 3 separate regenerations.
Yeah.
Yes, John Hurt.
And others. The 9th regenerated from absorbing the TARDIS. 10th regenerated because he absorbed all the radiation. That's too much radiation.
Yes.
A lot of radiation.
So, with that in mind, I think we can agree we want Smith to go out in a different way.
I
don't want him to spend 20 minutes talking to everybody he ever met.
Well, it would be just to Amy, Rory, and, well, a Clark.
They're not showing up again.
Yeah.
Karen Gillan's too busy being like the lead villainess in a Marvel movie. But yeah, fair enough. I think to answer this question, you have to kind of decide who you want his final enemy to be.
Well, it's a Christmas episode, so it's either going to be... like, are they going to go generic Christmas episode like they've been doing? No, the Snowman was a generic.
See, if it weren't for the fact he'd shown up in the end of time, he was kind of the reason why he regenerated into 11 in the first place, I would have picked the Master.
Yeah.
But you can't really do him just yet. He will be coming back, I'm almost convinced of that, but not just yet.
Oh, our sudden revelation at the end of the review.
Yes. That would
I
be kind
wouldn't
of
mind. No,
interesting.
I wouldn't mind if the Time Lords do come back during the special, and it's another Time Lord that outwits him, and then like, you know, like
Wouldn't that
Morbius
be too much
stabs
like
him
the
in
end
the
of time,
back.
though? What?
Morbius stabs him in the back.
Oh, God. I think it's a very tough question, actually. You can't really say how you want him to go until you know what the episode's going to be about.
yeah. but we all know it can't be radiation again. We've dealt with too much radiation.
He'll be saving Clara in some way. I think we can probably assume that.
I'd like a heroic sort of sacrifice, kind of like Davison, where he saves his companion.
That was
Instead of
pretty
just-
heroic.
And Tenet saved the old dude, and
Old dude!
Well,
That's the way to talk about Bernard Cribbins.
yeah. But, well, I don't want him to be like, he's definitely not going to be like 10 in bed, like, I gotta get in the thing.
His
and
final
die."
word should be Geronimo.
yeah, that should be his final words, Geronimo.
Geronimo.
Just Geronimo and then boom!
Oh wait, or regenerations, or cool.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I think that's a bit too meta.
Nah, I don't
No. He's going to be in the middle of the regeneration in front of Clara, and he's going to straighten his bow tie, and he's going to wink at her and go, regenerations are cool, and then...
I don't know about that, because the doctors describe regeneration as a painful, horrible process
Yeah.
where you die and you're reborn.
He
So I don't
hates
think
regeneration.
Well, the thing is, like, because he's dying, the fact that he can still live on is cool. Maybe that would be...
I guess. Well, we'll see.
I think we kind of says there's a question we can't physically answer.
Yeah, I mean, you can't know about it until you see it. You can't know if it's a good
Oh,
regeneration.
yeah, blame the Yang for making the impossible to answer topic. Yeesh.
We're not blaming the Yank. This is not blame the Yank night. Jesus.
Have a Yank night?
Oh, God.
I'm not even going to do that with a reply. So,
Right. Next topic.
final topic is who's going to replace Smith, or who should replace Smith, and what kind of personality should he have? Sorry about that. Something went horribly wrong. It all went a bit wibbly.
The Chumbleys attacked.
Indeed, they did. So yeah, the point I was trying to make before technical difficulties jumped in to shaft us.
He pulled out. Oh, well.
Classy. The point I was trying to make, and now I can't make it because Cooch is making me laugh too hard, is there's been a lot of rumours as to who is going to take over as the next Doctor. And the point I'm going to make now is that I'm guessing none of these names are going to be the actual choice. So we've got people like Idris Elba, who was in Luther and also in a couple of Hollywood films. He was in Thor as well, played a god. We've got the guy that played Q in Bond,
He'd be okay.
in Skyfall Bond.
Yeah.
They haven't like resurrected him well.
Yeah.
Considering he's the only Q that's still alive, yeah.
John Cleese's alive.
John Cleese is a...
John Cleese?
Yeah.
I thought, wait, who died? Like, which,
Fine.
Yeah, Cursor and Q died. Oh, never mind.
But
He did, but yes, anyway.
moving on.
Yeah. There's all sorts of rumoured names. There's also some women have been rumoured.
Mm-hmm.
Like Laura Pulver, who was Irene Adler in Sherlock.
I can't see that.
And for some reason, Helen Mirren, who played the Queen
No.
in The Queen. Yeah, I definitely can't see that. I think it's going to have to be somebody who nobody is expecting. Kind of like how Matt Smith was a relative unknown before he became the Doctor.
Yeah.
Technically, Tenet was an unknown. Like, Cassian is the only one that wasn't an unknown.
There we go with a great pronunciation of Eccleston again. No, Eccleston definitely unknown. I don't mind it. It's kind of cool, but yeah. I think, here's my point though, I think it's going to have to be a relative unknown because otherwise it's not going to be, oh, that's the Doctor. It's going to be, oh, it's that bloke from insert series here playing the Doctor.
Well, again, there was Peter Davison was on that one show, All Creatures Great and Small. Tom Baker was in a Sinbad movie.
Oh, wow, whole Sinbad movie.
Mm.
I
But that's my
guess.
point. I think if you get too well known an actor, it's going to be more like, hey, people are saying John Hurt's the next Doctor. He isn't. People, stop it with the rumor.
He's not the next Doctor. He's an
A
old
previous Doctor.
Yes. But I know you had I know Cooch had a couple of suggestions of who should be the next Doctor. So let's hear them.
The night, like as I said, the night I was on Facebook and I was talking to my friend, I ended up thinking, well, the next Doctor should either be a ginger, because the previous two ones be gingers. And I was thinking, well, Rupert Grint will work.
Oh gosh.
He will work. He hasn't done anything since Harry Potter. Most
Well,
people
no, he
already...
hasn't. But that would have the same problem as I said earlier. Like, hey, it's Ron Weasley playing Harry Potter. God damn it! It's
Well,
Ron Weasley playing the Doctor.
Whenever I started watching Doctor Who back in Series 3, I was telling my friend, oh yeah, I'm going to watch Doctor 2. Well, enjoy Moody. Moody's the Doctor from Harry... Okay, sure, whatever. And then, like, here I am looking at Scalesi, and like, I don't remember him from Harry Potter.
Oh my god.
And on that bombshell, Fresno, have you got any suggestions?
Well, my suggestion is pretty much what you said, except I actually got a quote again. This one's from Neil Gaiman, and he says, I actually like it when the Doctor is a relatively unknown actor, or one without one huge role that made them famous. And then he says a lot of things. But I like to see the Doctor as the Doctor, and an actor who doesn't bring baggage in a grand sort of thing. A star waiting to happen. So I don't want to see Helen Mirren or Serena McKellen or Chiwetel Ejiofor, I don't know who that person's name is, but or any of the famous names people are suggesting. I want to see the Doctor. I want to be taken by surprise. I want to squint at a photo of the person online and go, but how can that be the Doctor? Then I want to be amazingly, delightedly, completely proven wrong, and 6 episodes in I want to wonder how I could have been so blind. Because this is the Doctor. Of course it is. And that's exactly, to bring up the best episode that Cooch had there, that's exactly what the 11th hour did. You start it and you go, how the hell can you come back from Tennant? And then 20 minutes in you're like, of course! That's what it's going to be like.
No, I knew he was the Doctor when he put on the bow tie and like, hello, I'm the Doctor. Basically, run.
Yeah, he had me at basically run.
Mm-hmm.
He had me at the fish fingers and custard, pretty much.
I think it kind of didn't sit too well with me the first time I watched it because it was just so sort of off the wall.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I think that quote from Neil Gaiman sums up exactly what I was saying, that it kind of has to be a relatively unknown person.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to be racist, but how would you feel about it being a black Doctor?
I think I said that to you. Like, it should be a ginger, it should be an African American. Like, well, not African American, a minority. Because we've only seen white guys. Not only have we seen only white guys, we've only seen white British guys. What would you think of another nationality? As I said before, it's popular in America now. Why not have...
I think there'd be a mini riot, though, in this country if it was an American Doctor, and that's not a slight on America. Mm-hmm. It's just the tradition of it. It's like if Bond was suddenly played by an American. And I realise the irony of that because he was played by an American in his first appearance.
Mm-hmm. No... Yeah.
I think we should just about wrap this up. But before we do, the other part of the question was, what personality should the next Doctor have? I think it should be different from Smith.
I want him to be more serious. Like, have the seriousness, and then, like, you know, when the going gets rough, like, have like the reverse Vasta Stampede personality. You know, like, be completely serious and everything, and then, like, when he needs to be serious, he's completely goofy and off the wall, like, hyper, kind of. You know? Like, something different, like, that we've never actually seen before.
I think as long as it's different enough from Matt Smith, because otherwise people are going to draw obvious comparisons, it's going to make the next Doctor, dare I say it, fail before he's even begun.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think Matt Smith worked, because he was so different to what had come before him.
And with Matt Smith, he never took anything like super seriously, and then when he did, it was part of the humor.
Yeah. Do you want anything to add to that, Fresno, or should we wrap up?
Well, in a way, every Doctor is sort of a reaction to the previous one. Like, Davison was sort of kind, and he was more down to earth. And then you went to Colin Baker, and well, the attempt there was to go back to the first Doctor being sort of crotchety and cross and such. But well, they went a little too far with that. But you see the intent.
Mm-hmm.
He was pretty not. I don't want to say anti-human. Well, full of himself. That's Colin Baker, Doctor for you.
Yeah.
And then McCoy was a chess master. The 8th Doctor was Edwardian and human. The 9th was a little more crass, and then the 10th was all humany, and allons-y. And then Smith was a reaction to that, just an impossibly
allons-y is
old
not
man.
a descriptive word, come on now, but yes.
You know what I mean.
Allons-y is not an adjective unless it's suddenly become one.
It's became one.
Yeah.
He said that so matter-of-factly, and he knew he was bullshitted. That's the impressive thing.
That's the description of the Tennant era, Allons-y. It was very Allons-y. It was more Allons-y than other Allons-y.
Oh shit! Oh, sorry about that.
This, sir. Oh, you've got to be kidding me!
Okay,
I had a bad cold there, but I don't know what came over me. I think we should probably wrap this up, but I will just mention one more thing that's just come to mind now. In a way, I'm kind of annoyed that they made the announcement that Matt Smith was leaving. Because could you imagine the shock if we got to the Christmas special, and we got to the end of it, and he regenerated?
There's no way you would have been able to keep this under wraps in 2013.
I suppose not, but what a moment that would have been.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah.
When Eccleston regenerated, I had no idea it was coming, so I watched The Parting of the Ways. There seemed to be no foreshadowing he was leaving, and then the last 5 minutes, what?
Yeah, same here. No. See, going back to my story that I was saying earlier. Oh, I didn't, I was looking at that Doctor. I don't remember him from Harry Potter. And then I finished the season, and I was like, oh.
In that long, drawn-out way.
I still had no idea what the fuck was going on.
Oh, man.
And one more thing. Do you think that they've said he's going to regenerate in the Christmas special?
Yes.
Do you think he will?
Yes.
Or are they saving it for a surprise at the end of the 50th?
I have honestly no idea.
Because he's gone away to Hollywood, he shaved his head. There's not a lot of time for him to grow it back.
They've already filmed it, I believe.
Nope, they filmed 50th. They haven't filmed the Christmas special.
But, the thing is, he said he's going to show... Well, why if they start out the Christmas... Well, he said he's going to be in the Christmas special, so... Him showing up in the Christmas special, is it going to be a montage of Doctor faces, or is he going to show up within the first, 5 minutes, keel over dead?
Who knows? We shall find out in December, and we won't actually find out who the Doctor is until at least the summer. Well, we're in the summer now, but the late summer. Originally it was scheduled for August.
Yeah.
But now it sounds like they're pushing that back even further, or that could just be typical BBC spin.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, I think whoever it is, when they are revealed to the nation to be the new Doctor, they're going to have a heck of a mountain to climb.
No, that's what they said about Smith, and he leapt over it within his first episode, so...
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the change.
I want them... my only disappointment with this is I wish Smith would have had a season that was even half as good as Season 5 was for his final season. That's my only,
Yeah, it's a kind of a shame that Series 7 is his final series, but hey.
Yeah. And I hope, because, Season 2 was good, Season 1 was good, being the prospective Doctor's first seasons. I hope Season 8 holds up to that level.
And there goes the phone. I think on that note, Fresno's buggered off. So, this is the perfect time to finish this off, I think. And we'll find out, as I say, after August, just who the next Doctor is, and hopefully it will be a pleasant surprise. And I'm looking forward to the change, honestly, because change is part of the show now.
Mm-hmm.
It has been ever since it began, really. Change is a natural part of the proceedings, And to all the Matt Smith fans, I'm sorry your favourite's leaving, but try to keep an open mind. He's back, by the way. Try to keep an open mind on who the replacement is and give them a chance. That's all I'm saying.
Should they expect us to do another one of these whenever the guy's announced?
Can I quote?
Go on.
I like to quote TARDIS Eruditorum again because you mentioned the whole change as part of the show thing.
All right.
And you said Matt Smith give a chance. So this is the second part of that same paragraph. It's why one of the few sections of fandom I get actively angry at are the bring back David Tennant crowd. Because frankly, you only got David Tennant because 9 previous versions of the show got cancelled. You knew your turn would come. You don't get to pull a version of the show other people enjoy away from them and replace it with your own.
Again,
So,
beautiful.
beautiful, yeah.
The man sure can write. And I think on those wise words, that's where we're going to leave it. So this has been a very interesting discussion about the future of the series.
Thank you, Phil Sandifer.
Yeah, thank you, Phil Sandifer. I want my $10 in the post, please.
Link his blog below in the thing, and everyone check it out. Cause
What, to make sure I get the $10?
No, so everyone else gets to read it. Also, to make sure you get the $10.
Fuck you too.
$10 per view.
Fuck you too, Fresno. And on that note, I think we're going to end it here. So, I've been Rainiac.
I've been Kuchiri.
I've been the Conqueror. Wait, no.
I've been the Doctor.
No, you haven't. And join us next time. Either going solo,
Enjoy us every time.
or possibly they might have sort of got themselves permanently onto the show now for the 50th anniversary. Until then, bye for now.
Enjoy it. Yes. Bye bye.